So now, where to start? So you have to start somewhere. Today's satsang means question and discussion. So please come up with some question.
So when we are doing japa or meditation also, do you have any tips on how to focus on breath, or if we can focus on?
Breath. Focusing on breath, that is the pranayama section. That helps us to quiet down the mind a little bit. That's why pranayama is given in the Patanjali's yoga philosophy. You see, yama, niyama, asana, pranayama, and then pratyahara. So when we are doing the repeating the Lord's name and trying to visualize God, focus should be there. No more on breath. Breath is a preparatory thing. Some meditation focuses on breath only. No? But normally in Vedantic tradition, what we follow, we this try to take help of the breath being balanced at the beginning. And then after taking that mind focus, then with that mind focus on then to our chosen ideal or guru, whatever way guru teaches us. And then they repeat the mantras. And then it becomes focus on the inner reality more than on breath. It is true that when the mind will be perfectly restful, then the truth will reveal. That's true. But we can focus our mind on something tangible and divine and something material. So focusing on breath, that practice is focusing on some matter. It has its benefit, but emphasis should go to directly to God if we can utilize that. So that is practice should be this way. Bring the pranayama little bit before starting the meditation and then follow the instruction what the teacher gives us. It is said that tad japa tadartha bhavanam. When you do japa and also to think of the meaning of the mantra, then it helps us to focus more intently because mind is engaged in thinking of the what my chosen ideal represents. The Artha Bhavana. That's the thinking of the meaning and intention. So Patanjali suggests that it should simultaneously go with meditation. Tad japa, with the japa, with the Artha Bhavana. Tad Artha Bhavana.
Alright, what is renunciation for a household then? So how do I think of it? Doing every day work
Renunciation for everyone is the same, detachment. Outward renunciation monks do, but in our tradition, again, monks do renunciation, but we love our devotees. Again, we are in a bigger samsara. But attachment is the cause of suffering, not the objects. There may be plenty, the bank teller who sits in the counter and takes the money deposit and gives the money. How many thousands of dollars are distributed today, or how many dollars came, it does not matter anything to the teller. He gets his monthly salary, that's a job. But if it is teller's own bank account and some money comes and goes, he gets affected. So the problem is not the money, not the transaction, inflow and outflow. But the problem remains the attachment to my money, my account. And there is a stock market goes up and down. I if I have no money in the bank, I don't care for that, what's going on in the stock market. But if one has money, even the bank personnel were officers were helping the client and everything. They are not affected. If it is not his own money, it goes down. So that is a frustration. No? So this is the point. Similarly, it's in one example. The objects are not problematic. Problematic is our attachment. Me and mine. That's why as a devotee we say, everything belongs to the Lord. It is Lord's money, Lord's car, Lord's house. I am only a caretaker, so I am allowed to put, I am allowed to stay here and serve. That's all. So then the work will, material will be there, detachment will happen. When I think it is mine, I get affected. But when I think it is not mine, I am only the caretaker. So good and bad, whatever comes, the landlord will understand. Similarly, so here God will understand the good or bad. I do not know. It is his thing. Just doing the duty. That's the whole principle of Bhagavad Gita. Doing our duty as best as we can do, hands off. That is called detachment. And that's the sannyas. Householder people do antarsannyas, internal renunciation. And the sadhus do external and internal both. Tries to do that. Because sangat sanjayate kamam, kama. Sangha, association, the Vishaya and the senses when they get connected, that Sangha association is, is the starting point of creating Sanjayate, when it arouses in the feeling of Kamana means desire. I will have it, or I like it, or I dislike it. No? Association with the sense and the sense object when it happens, the desire is enhanced. And then naturally the next step, it comes. The first point is association. And what is called spiritual life? Disassociation. It is there. not mine. I am not associated. It's God's. So it belongs to Him. I am only here to serve God. So if from morning till night, what we do, even doing everything, good comes, thank God. Bad comes, thank God. It's not mine. I cannot do anything. I tried my best to serve you, O Lord. Whatever happened, it is your. So you understand. Gain is gain, loss is loss. But God does not mind any gain and loss. It is all His play. But we finding our association and attachment, and then we get the suffering or the joy. That is, we are bound there. So renunciation is this way can be practiced. Nothing belongs to me. जो कुछ है, so तू ही है. Was it yesterday? No, yesterday he sang the song. जो कुछ है, so तू ही है. Whatever is there, it is you, O Lord. No? So it does not come in a day. Eh?
Today.
Today, no? So whatever happens, it is all तुझसे हमने दिल को लगाया जो कुछ है सो तू ही है तो everything is permitted by God, everything is this is a theory for me, but let that be the theory. If it is His, then why you poke your nose? If something is there, it is someone's, why I poke my nose there? Because I think it is mine. Birthright, I got it. So that's why we feel attached. But that detachment is the practice. How to do that? It belongs to God. So I should not. It belongs, and everything is God's play going on. I should not be upset, so much upset. But we as human beings will be upset. But how we can reduce our reactions, not being involved much. So this is the practice, practice, practice. And love for God also. So I don't want these things, but by Mary and Martha, that story I again and again remember. Mary and Martha, both are serving God. Mary, when Christ came in her home, so when Christ comes in our home, you get involved into being absorbed with the Lord. And to attend to the other needs of the God's world, God's people have come. Martha is taking care of them. Both are doing to please God. So, in this way, if we can apply the principle, sometimes to be like Mary, in the morning meditation time, Mary, when you are sitting for absorption or getting more introvert, that time is Mary. And whole day, whatever you are doing things, Martha. So in both ways, if we can apply this principle, then it will be all His affair, and mine will be reduced and reduced. As much we move towards God, automatically other things will happen. The renunciation becomes then spontaneous. Otherwise, renunciation is a forceful thing. Getting up in the early morning is a forceful thing. Renunciation, my God, I have to renounce my sleep. I have to renounce my little leisure. No? I want to relax, but I have to get up and start again japa and meditation. And so it is because we don't find the joy or connecting ourselves with what is inside. No, mind is not that ready yet, but I am trying my best. So renunciation, everyone does. Some does by force, with force, forceful renunciation, and that is called no renunciation. Under circumstances, when renunciation is done, it is called Markata Vairagya. Markata means monkey, no?
Monkey.
Huh? Monkey. Monkey vairagya. Monkey vairagya means as monkey cannot sit in a hop another place, hop. So renounces again hop into another, again another thing. And it is not permanent. But even that is good. Salpam apiyasya dharmasya trayate mahato bhayat. Great dangers can be avoided by even practicing little bit of renunciation. And we intellectually, when we understand and really know everything is changing, so to hold on, to attach, though we understand, but our ignorance forces us to do that. So, how to detach is to love God. That is the point. And also, how to practice that. This may be another, so many ways are there. Maybe I have just remembered now of the two ways, Mary Martha or bank teller. So the object, most important thing that we think that the sense objects are problem. Sense objects are not problem. Or attachment is the problem. God's words, so beautiful flowers, wild flowers. Look at the beauty of that wildflower. You can enjoy it, but you can get attached to it also. When attachment comes, that's a bondage. When you like one look at see things and enjoy, like you go to a museum or great painters, Van Gogh and others, their original painting and this and that. You go there, you will say this is the philosophy. You go and see and enjoy. What good! But don't try to grab it. If you grab it or make a plan, there will be police or some guards are there to observe and then give a good beating. That is the beating we get from the world. We want to grab. They say, hey, you are trying to grab it. It does not belong to you. That's the way we get lost. So detachment, main thing is detachment. How this everything is in the world belongs to God. I am the caretaker. I am only given this responsibility as a mother, father, brother, sister, as office bearer, as a driver, as an engineer, whatever in my profession is given this responsibility to me. I am doing his service. It is not so easy to come. That's why we do the practice, everyday meditation, prayer. These are all tools to help to go to that direction. But if we analyze every day, then our renunciation becomes more easy. And renunciation is not negative all the time. We have to remember renunciation is very positive. We cannot renounce anything unless we get something higher. I renounce a job paying me, say 100,000, easily when I get an offer of 150. I don't cry. Why I'm going to give up the $100,000 job? No, because you got something higher. Or you get some hope that I shall get that. That's why even some people take a very crucial step. This is the very crucial time. Shall I give up first and then get it? That is the hope they have given. You will can join on that, but I have to give up in that period before that this company. So there is a fear of that. So renunciation in our life should be joyful. And joyful renunciation is possible when you can see the beauty of God everywhere. We are talking about that verse. न तत्र सूर्यो भाति न शशांक न चंद्र तारकम नेमा विद्युत भांति kutam ayam agni tamevo bhantam anubhati sarvam tasya bhasha sarvamidam vibhati. Whatever you are shining, see, it is His light which is giving the effulgence to all. All the beauty, all the things in the universe are lighted by the light of that consciousness. From where? From there, that light, which is where the sun's light is pales to nothing. Moon, the stars, all the light of the universe, or as we see charming, it pales into nothing. When this thunderbolt will flash light, flashing light of the intense light of the thunderbolt, it's meaningless. It pales into nothing to that light, that self-effulgent light. And His light is shining to all. These are all reflections of the same infinite light. So when you think of this, then what happens? Then little thought goes away. Petty thoughts. Mind is thinking of so vast, such a grand idea with the Upanishad Rishi experience now. So keeping the mind in as much in a nobler thought, so much detachment will happen for the smaller thoughts.
Contentment for whatever we have and whatever stage we are in versus vacuity or restlessness for progress or achieving higher. How do we balance this?
Oh, yesterday we have,
That which was right.
last night we have talked about that, right? Yeah. Restlessness, yes, restlessness comes when I have already seen something and not satisfied and get something more. So that is the cause of restlessness. But there is also some superficial restlessness. The- so that will not do. When real restlessness comes, that's a sign which is the beginning of finding something higher. And without that, we are restless for everything. Look at our life from childhood till today. We were restless for our school examination, how to get a good grade. We were restless for getting some job. We were restless for getting some house, this, that. And that we got it. Restlessness is the cause. And contentment, as I said yesterday, complacency and contentment are not same. Complacency will be that I am happy what I am happy. I tried my best, okay, let me sleep. And God will, no, every more attempt, more sincere effort, because I have not reached the highest. That restlessness will push us forward to the contentment, real contentment. Most of the people are happy with little vision, little experience, little dreams. Good, it is good. Those are inspirations. But to understand is nothing. We have to go further away, further more to go. Perfect contentment. I don't want anything of the world. I don't care for anything in the universe. That's why they become perfectly free from all anxieties, worries, and doubts, confusion. That is the contentment.
So when you feel restlessness,
Right?
when you're feeling restlessness,
Restless.
should you go all in, 100%?
Yeah.
Or should you go for balance?
Yeah, when restlessness comes, you are not to do anything. It will do its own way, its work. Restlessness comes for anything, you forget everything. In human life, if we see and analyze our life, when we become restless for one thing, we forget everything else. So, how to increase that restlessness? So we have to understand, am I happy with it, what I am having now? I want more, I want more, I want more. And I have to know that there is something more. Swami Vivekananda, Swami Vivekananda gave the example. Suppose there is a treasury of gold and jewel in this next door room, and you are a thief, and you are allowed to stay in the next door, outside the room. Can you sleep all night? No, because thief will think, when I shall grab it. So if that will be the condition, when mind will be knowing that there is, first of all, you have to know there is a treasure. An infinite treasure of joy is there here. Fountain of joy is here. It's just little blockage is there, and if that can be removed anyway, in eternal joy will be experienced. All the great souls have proven that. They didn't get the joy getting some jewelry in the treasury of the king, but they all found jewelry are nothing. Gold is nothing for them. They got so much joy. That achievement is so high. So if we first understand there is a reality, and second, I can get it. And many people have got it. So then they follow their path. Then I give up other things is no problem. We will give up automatically. We don't know the worth, what is hidden in us, what the infinite treasure. We are all beggars outside. Billions and billions of the degree of joy is here in the treasure of our heart. But we run for a petty begging 1 penny outside world. That's why Rabindranath Tagore, I always quote that, বাহিরে রে ভিক্ষা ভরা ঝুলি, এবারে যেন নিঃশেষে হয় খালি, অন্তর মোর গোপনে যায় ভরি, প্রভু তোমার দানে, তোমার দানে, তোমার দানে, বাহিরের এই ভিক্ষা ভরা ঝুলি. When we'll find that this begging outside and spoiling my energy day by day in the pursuit of this achievement of the worldly things which are evanescent, when I understand that there is so much treasure, and what am I doing? I am begging outside like a beggar. So then renunciation will come, and then you'll focus inside. And God's grace, by God's grace, antaramor, my heart will be filled with gopone, silently, no one will understand outside. If this renunciation, tremendous renunciation comes, then this inflow or the outflow of the joy which is inside will be revealed. But 3 things are necessary. First, I have seen what the world can give me. That's why it is said, bhog na hole jog hoy na. There cannot be any yoga unless you have bhoga, experience. I have never experienced ice cream, and I see that everyone is enjoying, and I'm a poor guy. I came there, well, no, don't take ice cream. Arey, let me have ice cream first. Enjoy what ice cream is, and to the degree my cholesterol goes up. And then I say, oh, it is not good, it is not good. There is a healthy diet, no? So this is the renunciation. It is, but when it goes to the understanding that in me is that infinite bliss, infinite joy, which is called God, and that Ananda, Ramakrishna says, Ananda is endless Ananda. We are searching for one drop of joy. It is ocean of joy, unending joy. So if that is there, so who will be a loser? We are all loser of that, because we still find the joy in the world. A sprinkler is given, sprinkling of joy. everywhere in the world. We are happy with that. That is the example Sri Ramakrishna gave, that the mouse, they like to have some eating some rice grains. The stockholder of the mm, what you call the granary, he keeps some little 1 pound or something, throws outside. So when the rats come, they bite one or two and they're happy and they go away. We are like that. We take 1 or 2 bites and I'm happy with that, and leave. But if one they get that information, there is a stock of infinite storehouse of granary of this thing, then what will be the nature of the what the rat will do? He will give up this few drops of or few grains of rice outside, and he will try to make a hole and get inside. And then you see that his whole life, 1 life, 2 lives, his grandfather, his grandfather, if all sit together, they will not be able to finish it. Such a joy, such a infinite store of food. So we have to understand that there is a higher joy. And I am in this joy, touch of joy I know here, but it is in comparison to that, it pales to nothing. So I want to have that joy, and then insisting, persistence, sincere effort, sincere.
So is it possible for everyone to attain that? Or
Yeah, yeah, everyone is possible, because it is our very birthright. But so long we are happy with the outside, we don't go inside. So we are not aware of that. So one life goes, another life goes, another life goes. And when by God's grace, by your punya karma, your own good karma, awareness comes, hey, what am I doing? And Swami Vivekananda said, life after life I am standing at the door. Oh mother, open thy door, no? And I am seeing this fleeting world, this bubble earth, and its hollowness, all this beautiful poem. My play is done. That poem, if you read, then you see Vivekananda has given this intense urge, how we are leading the life. And he said, I am tired of this. Uh, it is nothing for me, this outside world and this gain and loss and this happiness and misery. I am tired of it. Oh, mother, open thy door. That's the point. Everyone, yes. Swamiji said, this is our birthright. But what happens, rich people and their children maybe go astray, sometimes they get mad, a bad association, something happens, and they forget that they have there so much treasury, they go for begging outside and in the outside world. No? So similarly, our condition is like that. Everyone. But when it will happen, the condition. And how quickly it can be regained, it's a condition of the individual. Patanjali says, Tibro Sambheganam Asanna. Those who are intense, Tibro, intense, Sangbeg, emotion and feeling has come. I will have to grab it. Asanna, they will reach the destination quickly. They will feel that. Intense practice. But that intensity comes after long practice.
so Raja Janak was a great example of detachment,
Hmm.
living.
Yeah, she appears to be so much attached to the household, to Nolini Didi, to Radhi. uh, but she just tries, always rises around above that condition. She is the Mahamaya. It is her play. So no more question. Conclusion is that we have to do some practice. This analytical way, devotional way, or service way, or meditative way, we will have to do regular practice, and then it will be clearer. This voidness, emptiness of the world, we get it when our some near and dear dies, or we lose them. No, momentarily the world becomes void, meaningless. Many people, it takes that shock to overcome that shock. It takes months. Huh? They cannot forget this loss, this why this is happening, what is going on. Detachment to the world happens spontaneously because the circumstance forces them to think about the meaninglessness of the things which it was important before that experience. And that is the way our awakening comes. Even for a moment it comes, that's also beneficial. But we forget that again. We're reading in the gospel this morning, no? People forget the pain what they got, but again go into for that. So this is the play of Maya, and this is the mother wants us to play, but we have to tell mother, I have seen enough, mother, now release me. Or enjoy. Enjoy seeing God's play. Enjoy everything. Because God is playing. It is all acting going on. In the acting, no one is an enemy to anyone. No one is a friend to anyone that way. They are individuals. But they make a plan that we will be enacting this drama. And enacting this drama means there are roles, different roles. And one person say, I will take this role. And or the producer will say, this is for you, this is for you, this is for you. No? So we are all given some roles to play. And we are playing now, forgetting who we are. So when we'll be tired of playing enough, then he is released. We're tired of playing means renunciation, detachment. I have played enough. Okay, enough is enough. That's why retirement happens, no? Life's job. One person retires being tired of working. Another young person enters into that job with enthusiasm. জীবনের স্বামী বিবেকানন্দ, I forgot the English, but I remember the Bengali. জীবনের শেষ প্রান্তে যবে বিলম্বে লভিয়া গায়ন